A bad night to be out, certainly, as we take a look at your forewarned forecast. If you're going to be outside tonight, maybe a jacket is needed or might be needed, if both for the temperature and maybe the potential for a couple of sprinkles out there as well, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Maybe not a heavy jacket. A light one would be pretty good, though, because like Dave mentioned, it's breezy outside right now, and temperatures are cooler than what we've seen in the last several days. I wanted to give you a look off of our One Seneca camera, which shows you beautiful downtown Buffalo, and of course, a little bit of haze and cloud cover out there, but it's not horrible. We've had some breaks of sunshine throughout the day as well, and those have helped to move temperatures into the mid to upper 60s, depending on where you are. Buffalo, of course, one of the spots that sits at 65 degrees right now. If you head further north towards Niagara Falls, over towards Albion and Batavia, we're looking at the upper 60s. South of the city, still remaining in the upper 50s, so that is actually below average. Now, a little bit cooler than yesterday as well, especially towards that Lake Erie shoreline. Dunkirk already about 10 degrees cooler, while Buffalo and the Falls a little bit less than that. But I assure you, as we move through the evening tonight, these numbers are only going to be getting bigger and bigger because of how cool temperatures are expected to get. Now, on top of the cool temperatures, we're looking at breezy conditions, especially if you're from Buffalo northward. That's where winds are sustained between about 15 and 25 miles per hour. Further south, they're a little bit less than that, but all day and everywhere, we've really seen gusts peak close to that 30-mile-per-hour mark. So it has been a bit gusty out there. Now, on the satellite and radar, this is what we were watching earlier on in the day, this swath of moisture. But a lot of that has pushed off to the east, and the cloud cover is following suit. However, it will stick around for a lot of the evening tonight. And this is a loop of the last 6 hours here in western New York. It's shown you that kind of progression earlier on, some spotty showers. I had some at my house. I know the drops were those really big drops, so even though it was short-lived and pretty quick moving, the drops did a little bit of damage, put some water on the ground at least. Now notice what's happening as we move through right now. Nothing going on, especially south of Buffalo, just cloud cover. Areas further north, seeing dry conditions. Now, we do have a risk to see just a couple areas get a little bit wet again for the next several hours, but overnight tonight is when the more moderate rain will start to push through. And that will begin at about 11 o'clock north of Buffalo along the Lake Ontario shoreline, and then the rest of it will kind of sweep through, getting as far south as just further south of Springville, and then moving out of here. Now, early tomorrow morning, we've got another batch that develops along the New York-Pennsylvania state line, but really most of tomorrow is going to be a dry day. Throughout the afternoon, just a couple chances for some spotty, kind of spitty showers moving through, nuisance at best, and then those are out of here. Wednesday, we wake up with cloud cover, but we dry out and clear out throughout the afternoon, seeing some sunshine by Wednesday night. So we are going to be seeing improving conditions. Today really was the worst of it in terms of rain, and overnight, that's when the more moderate rain will develop. The best guess on timing is after midnight. And look at these overnight lows, down into the upper 40s again for those of you south of Buffalo, and staying in the mid-50s for those of you closer to the metro. Now, for tomorrow, it will be a bit cooler than today even, as what moves through overnight is another cold front. So we'll top out in the low to mid-60s tomorrow. Again, it will be breezy, so it may feel a little bit cooler. Those wind speeds will top out 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then the 7-day forecast, this is what you're looking at. Of course, a cool day for tomorrow, but a gradual increase from Wednesday all the way through next weekend. Now, from Wednesday to Friday, we will be dry. Saturday, we've got a chance to see not only some rain showers, but some thunderstorms developing as well, and that means breezy conditions. But the second half of the weekend does look pretty good. Sunday, we've got a mix of sun and clouds that will stick around to start out next week.